sure she'll be able to talk a little bit about what she does and who she is, and we'll get to learn a little bit more about her. But I'm so excited that we have the wonderful Stacey Robinson.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you, Richard. Thank you so much for having me. This is
No,
exciting.
we're excited, and as you guys know, I mean, the whole premise and the goal of these calls is we want to learn from people that are, look, none of us have all figured everything out. We're still figuring things out as we go along, but success leaves behind clues. So we want to always hear from those that we feel like, hey, you know what? I think we can learn something from this person. They've figured a few things out or a lot of things out, and we want to just be able to, pick their brain a little bit and also just get to know some of the top producers that we have in our group. So we're excited about it. And so we have Stacey. So I'll get started right away, Stacey. I mean,
Okay.
just real quick background. Tell us, I mean, where were you born? Where are you from? And just give us a little bit of background on that, if you could just start off with that.
Okay, sure. I'm actually born and raised in Los Angeles, California. Literally born and raised in LA. I grew up in Los Angeles. I graduated from Westchester High School, and I've pretty much just lived here my entire life. I've never lived anywhere else. So, yeah.
At least a great place to be.
It is a wonderful, I love it. I love it from the coast to the valley. I mean, just everything about it. The culture, the diversity, actually the real estate, the architecture, the landscaping. Like there's so much to enjoy about Los Angeles. So I'm just happy to be in this actual position doing real estate. It's amazing.
Well, what did you do right before real estate, or what was like the career path that you were on before you went into real estate?
Before real estate, I actually worked with attorneys in the legal industry. I have a long background of corporate, like it goes on and on. Just from the beginning of my career as a young girl, I started out honestly in telemarketing. And I loved it, but I didn't understand the concept. I actually didn't realize that I liked sales. Always stayed away from that. But what I did learn in telemarketing so early on was conversation. So I think that
Mm.
pivoted me forward. I jumped from multiple careers, from finance to the medical field. I felt like I'm the type of person that's curious, and I dibbled and dabbled for years at a time in every sector, just picking things up. I think that that's what I like to do. Finally, after doing all of that, I did land in the legal industry and loved it. I loved everything about it. So I climbed the ladder in the legal field. I did all of the things that I needed to do, and yeah, it just felt like I needed more. So that's how I landed in real estate.
Did someone bring that up to you? Did you see someone else in your life that was in real estate, or I mean, how did that conversation or even that thought even come about?
What brought that to me is my working in the finance industry, working for multiple banks, working for multiple credit unions. I'd have loan officers come and, train us, and retirement reps come and teach us about everything. But what really grasped my attention was the real estate agents that came into the bank. I don't know, it just intrigued me. I saw what they were doing, I saw how they were doing it, and I was always intrigued by it. So I wanted to step into real estate back in 2008. And we're all familiar with what happened back then, right? So it was the big crash right when I was studying to take the exam that happened. And I needed to step away from it. There was no way I was going to put myself in that position. So many years later, here I am, and it just happened organically. So,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you got licensed about 5 years ago, right?
That's correct. I'm 4 years and a couple of months in now, so I'm into my fifth year, and it's been a ride. It's definitely been a journey.
Yeah, and look, you found some great success, during that time. I mean, the first 5 years are really important. And you know what I've always felt like is, people look at success. Okay, what do I need to add to my business? What do I need to pile on? Do I need more lead generation sources? Do I need more marketing? Do I need more of this? But
Yeah.
I found that it's really actually more about subtraction. It's more about taking things away, kind of stripping things down. Like, what did you stop doing or remove from your life or your business, being an agent that allowed you to get more successful?
You know what I did early on in the career, obviously, anyone that gets into real estate, and the reason why I was so intrigued by real estate obviously was the success. And so I'll just keep it real with that. Like I got in to be successful and to do it quickly. And so that was my main focus. And I realized that I wasn't getting anywhere that way. not in real estate because it's all about relationships. It's all about being personal and it's about helping people. So I did have to tap into a couple of high end or experienced agents, mentors, and try to figure out what it was that I was doing wrong because I saw every client as an opportunity and not an opportunity to actually help them and be of value and a resource. So once I changed my mind and my thought process and started helping people, everything changed for me and it just fell into place at that point.
I love that. Now, Stacey, you brought up mentorship, so can I go a little bit into that, or you sought the advice or even guidance of agents that were more experienced than you, and so I want to ask you a little bit about that. Tell me
Yeah.
a little bit about, I mean, did you just approach these people? Did you just say, hey, I just want to, talk to these people? How did that all happen?
I honestly just found myself seeking that. Like there was, I did jump around from a couple of brokerages until I got with Keller Williams, and I just was always looking for additional help. I think I was looking for someone to grab my hand and just take me through the process. I was desperately looking for that, and I had to realize that that's not going to happen. That's not how this works. So what I
Right.
did was I connected myself and I built relationships with people that I admired or that I had been watching and I saw was doing what I wanted to do. And yeah, those people are always open to helping. Like there's always people available and ready to give you the information that you're seeking. You just literally have to get out there and try to get it. So
Yeah, and look, and that's our culture here. I mean, at KW, we want to always create a culture of collaboration. I haven't seen it personally anywhere else with this kind of level of collaboration. And so I'm glad to hear that. Now, look, like I said earlier, success leaves behind clues. So we have some newer agents here on this call, and so they want to hear from someone like you. Lead to close. Like, how are you finding deals? Like, I mean, where have you been finding those deals, and where do you think they should be looking this year, 2026? Has it changed? Is it still the same? Where should people be looking to find deals, and where have you been finding them?
just realistically and honestly, from the beginning of my career, I did open houses. It literally is what is successful for me. Every agent has a different way of doing things, a different approach to life in general. So it really depends on who you are. There's so many different ways to target leads and do it that way. But for me, I found my success in open houses. I've conducted so many open houses from the beginning of my career, and what it does is each time you do it, you learn more.
Yeah,
It's always something that you can learn, and it's not necessarily about how to host an open house. I mean, we can all do that however we want to do it, but it's more about learning how to deal with the consumers.
yeah.
Everyone has a different personality. Everyone is here for a different reason, or they have a different story. So you pretty much learn how to do that, how to build and formulate a relationship. And I've been extremely successful with hosting open houses. It's amazing for me. People are coming and they have interests. You just have to figure out what they need and how you can help them and be a resource to them. So that I do that. And then I think another issue for me in the past was when I would host all of these open houses, I'd make them so pretty and I do all of these great things and music and this and that. And I'd get the leads. But when I get home, I'd be terrified to follow up. I'd be terrified to follow up, and I wasn't getting anywhere. Early on in my career, I felt like I'd be bothering them. I didn't know when was the right time to reach out to them. It was just really scary for me. But once I changed my mindset again, because you have to learn, and started following up, I actually realized how powerful and how magical it really is. And that's where I found my success. And that's what I'm going to continue to do it that way.
I love it, and I'm glad you brought that up. Look, open houses doesn't mean it's for everybody either. You got to find like what's right for you because we hear for new agents that's just an open house. It really
Mhm.
isn't for everybody. I do believe that as well. I agree.
Yes.
Well, and now look, so now we're getting into year five. What did you learn from your first few years that has anything changed your business now and from the lessons that you've learned?
I think that what I did was I made my connections. I built my relationships. I believe, I mean, it's never over. You want to continue to do that. You want to continue to educate yourself. There's a ladder that you grow just by the knowledge that you take in, by taking courses, by getting designations, etc. All of that plays a major factor in the growth of you as a real estate agent.
Yeah.
Connections and real estate is like the biggest thing. So just stepping out of my shell, believe it or not, I'm a very shy person, and that was extremely hard for me just to kind of step into myself and make those connections, to get out of my seat at events and talk to people, to make sure that I have my business cards available with me all the time so that I can pass those out to people on a regular. And I think that that is what changed, just being confident, finding the knowledge so you can be confident. And once you do that, I mean, you just continue to go.
And
You'll
in other words, don't be a secret agent. Go
don't
out
be
there
a
and meet
secret
people.
agent. You can't,
Everybody's
there's
got
no
to know.
way. Everyone has to know. I'm still working on some things like putting myself out there on social media, etc. But I've been working on it. And it's just, you have to put yourself out there every which way that you possibly can. And you definitely, if you feel that open houses is going to be your way of doing things, do not show up shy. There's no way. You need to be the confident person. You need to be sort of the leader, but you do it with grace as well, and never be pushy or shovey about it. And you'll see major changes in your business.
I love that, Stacey. And and speaking of connections, let's talk about the Women's Council of Realtors too. And I have to apologize, no disrespect intended, but I guess I should have addressed you as Madam President
Thank
because now you
you
are the
so
president of the South Bay chapter. How did that all happen?
Honestly, it's still, we're transitioning. We are transitioning, but thank you so much. I mean, I just love the support that you provide. Richard is just absolutely amazing with all of his agents. But yeah, the Women's Council of Realtors, I am taking the role and have been positioned in the role of the president for 2026. And it's an annual thing, so you can transition and move across, different leadership roles in the Women's Council. Last year was my first run with the Women's Council, and I was the membership director for the Greater Los Angeles Network. There are multiple networks within, our city or within California altogether. It isn't only just a local situation, but it's also a statewide organization and also a national organization that is built around building women and pivoting towards leadership on any level. And it could go all the way up to the NAR and the CAR level as well. So it doesn't stop with the Women's Council. But what intrigued me about the Women's Council is I worked so much as an agent for the past 4 years, and I'm like, I need to figure out what to do. I need to connect with people. So remember when I stated as a newer agent, I was looking for someone to grab my hand and walk me through this?
Yeah.
Well, what happens is with the Women's Council is you're automatically a part of an organization filled with women from every level of their career. So that's at the beginning of their career all the way to the highest of their career. And now these women are in NAR and they're the president of CAR. So to be affiliated with an organization like that is exactly what I was looking for as a new agent. You have a worldwide of women that you can now connect with, ask questions, help, be of resource. There's learning, there's training, there's leadership opportunities that is unlimited. You have travel opportunity and so many other benefits. And not only that, being a part of the Women's Council, being the president and building a board, that gives you a big responsibility. As a real estate agent,
Yeah.
it gives you extra fundamentals on top of what you're already learning as an agent, because you are reaching out to people. You are building that network. You are bringing in members. You are helping. You are training. And not only that, you are learning and leading at the same time. And to be able to have all of these women at your access from different levels of their career is absolutely amazing. So I'm truly honored to be stepping into this role with the Women's Council of the South Bay Network, which it covers a broad range of where we all are, right? And I'm definitely interested in building my board with people that are highly motivated and looking for what I was looking for when I was a newer agent, someone to help me lead, to help me grow, to help me build my business. So we do have some positions available on the Women's Council Leadership Board, and we are also open to all members. And it's not just for women either. It's an amazing organization. If anybody is interested in being on the board, I am interviewing at this time. And if you'd love to be a member, just simply send me an email or text me. I'm accessible anytime. And that's Stacey, Stacey Robinson at kw.com. Reach out to me if you're interested in joining the board and learning more about it.
I love it. I'm just exploring that option. I think it's definitely worthwhile if you have any interest in it. And you can also find her in our WhatsApp group. And yeah, hey, she's looking, guys. So if you've if I guess the barrier into getting into something like this, maybe you can even call it real estate politics. It's been something intimidating for you. Here you go. You have a door right here that's open for you to learn more about it. So thank you for that, Stacey.
Thank you. Thanks for asking.
Well, then now let's go back to young agents.
Yes.
I still, I mean, I've been in the business for a while, but when I talk to someone that's been in the business for 40 years, I'm like, oh man, I'm a young agent. I really haven't been in the business for that long. And so I'm still learning. But what do you think young agents, from what you're seeing out there, might misunderstand about, just leadership and visibility in this industry? Because that's something that with the Women's Council of Realtors, you really just taken that very seriously.
Honestly, I'm a very passionate person in everything I do, and I don't like to half step. So I don't like to step out without the knowledge. So I go out and I seek it, and that pretty much is the structure of being a real estate agent. If you want to grow, the opportunities are there for you. It's all available for you. It's just about tapping into it and seeking it out, and you will get the knowledge. We have, your organization, your association. I'm sorry. If you're a part of an association, they offer so many different opportunities for you to grow and lead there, and so on and so forth. There's so many avenues. Your team leader, such as Richard, like he is such a great resource for us. He's absolutely amazing, and you should have that in your brokerage or your office as well. And tap into your peers. Your peers are golden. They are everything from experienced agents to newer agents. Just make sure to build those connections, and you'll find yourself growing. You will find yourself growing for sure.
No, I've already heard the word growth, build, throughout this conversation. I love that it's a momentum game. We're always trying to build momentum. Is there anything that you feel like that you are able to use or a strategy to protect that momentum? Of course, a lot of it comes with mindset too, but we always want to, momentum it gets attacked, it gets distracted. Other things jump into our lives as distractions and totally crushes that momentum. How are you protecting your momentum?
That is so spot on. Like every day you may get knocked down, but you literally just have to get back up. That's what it is. And that's how it is in this game. You do have to have thick skin. That's number one. It's
Oh
not
yeah,
for the weak. That's number two. And number three, you have to be powerful and ambitious. And even if you're not, work on building that up. That's all you do. It's all mindset. So your morning rituals is super important. Working out, taking a walk, meditating, whatever it is that will put your mindset in a good place, educating yourself every morning, setting the tone for your day, whether it's listening to a podcast or joining a script practice group or even tapping into the producers club like today. Like those things are essential to your mindset. And number two, you have to have faith in yourself. I mean, number three, I'm sorry, have faith in yourself, have
sure.
confidence. And feed your brain with positivity so that you can go out there and tackle anything negative that's going to come your way, because it's not roses, it's not pretty, it's hustle, it's grit, and you have to just kind of keep your grace. Keep your grace,
Yeah,
keep your
yeah, for
happiness
sure.
regardless, because you're helping people, you're being of a resource. And once you do that, the success is going to come. So just continue to pivot yourself forward that way with a positive mindset.
Okay, well, since you brought up rituals and habits and things that people do, and I'm curious for you too. I mean, is there, like, hey, this is my number one. I can't get through the day without doing this, or the week without doing this, or just something, or just even something that where you're like, oh, hey, I'll bet you this is different than what other agents are doing, or just what do you tap into where you feel like, hey, this is going to feed your mind, this is going to feed your soul, your spirit. What is it for you?
I am so hungry for knowledge, just to be honest. So
Ugh.
there is a vast amount of things that I do. I'm always digging, I'm always looking, I'm always researching. I need to know what's going on and how to do things. But what I will say is that morning should be about filling your brain with the knowledge, and the knowledge is going to give you the confidence. So whether that's miracle mornings in the morning, I tapped into that at one point. James Shaw has Pivot Shift Ahead. That was something that I really relied on in my first 2 years of being in the industry. It's extremely helpful. I think they start at 5 a.m. every morning, but if you're not able to make that call, and he is on Facebook, there's links and everything. You can have full access to all of their recordings. Absolutely amazing for mindset. And then they give you extra tools and fundamentals that you can do in order to stay focused and grounded. The MREA, I'm not a reader. I don't like to hold a book and read it. What I've done is I've collected all of my books and I put them in my Audible. And as I'm driving in the morning or headed to wherever I'm headed, I'm actually listening to audibles, all of my educational books, which would be The Millionaire Real Estate Agent. I'm still reading that. I'm listening to MREA still to this day, even though I've been with Keller Williams for 2 years now. It is golden. It tells you, it gives you the blueprint of how to succeed. And so those type of things is what I do. Obviously, you want to fill your body with nutrients. Have something, nutritional in the morning. Maybe get a good workout in. Some people do get up and they wake up and they work out at 5 a.m. That is not me. Honestly, I prefer to go to the gym after my work is done in the evening so that I can have a good night rest. But however you want to do it, I think all of those things really helped me when I first got started, for sure.
Love that, love that. So now, okay, so Stacy here, we've wrapped up year five. Now let's look 5 years from now. And Gary Keller always says you can accomplish anything you want to within the next 5 years. So 5 year goals. What does winning look like for you as far as what your business looks like?
I feel like I have my whole life planned out to the
Okay.
end, literally. That's how ridiculous I am. But I have my whole life planned out. Um, it's a lot. I feel like I just want to continue to help people, number one, and be looked at as that person, as a resource, as a person of value in my community. So I'm building and I'm growing that, and I'm hoping to be like this big resourceful person in my community
Good,
without
love that.
putting too much out there, obviously. I am pursuing law school as well. It was always something that I wanted to do. So I'm hoping to get started right away. It'll be an online thing, but I'll be pursuing law school, hoping to become an estate planning and a real estate attorney within the next 4 years. That's something I want to do. I have some short-term goals as well. I'll be focusing on becoming a broker once I have my full confidence of doing what I'm doing here. So for now, between now and 5 years, it's all full throttle about building my business, building those solid connections, and just kind of pivoting myself forward for the next season of my life.
Wow, Stacy, I mean, can you just be a little bit more driven here? You know?
Just a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm so hard on myself. I feel like I'm not doing enough. But you just and that's what drives me. That's what drives me every day. I feel like I need to go harder. I need to be better. I need to do more. I need to educate myself more. I need more confidence. I need more knowledge. And that's just how I do things. And that's how I succeed. I wouldn't recommend that for everybody because you have to be very high strung like I am and fast paced and everything. So that doesn't work for everyone, but it works for me. That's how I do
Sure,
things. Just kind of being hard on myself, and
sure,
meticulous.
sure. Well, I mean, I'd love to even just, if I could, even just let's have a little fun here too, or wrap things up with it. I mean, what do you do for fun? Like, what do you love to do? Like outside of real estate? Like, can you just, like, if you're just like, I don't want to think about real estate right now. What is it for you then?
That is so hard. And I think you hit me with that question before. It's just so funny because when you're in real estate, and whenever I do get that question, I'll start off with an answer and end up talking about real estate anyway, because that's my life right now. But I do have fun. I love my
Yeah.
family. Like, I literally love hanging out with my family on my downtime. I'm actually busy all the time. And I have to tell them, hey, I'll call you back, this, that. So when I get good time with them, we're going all out. Like we're going to the beach. We are going to an amusement park. We're going to an extravagant dinner, things of that sort. I love to have fun. Like I am a really fun person and I make real estate fun. The Women's Council is fun. We host an amazing event every single month. And whether it's resourceful, educational, it's going to be fun. So I would love for you guys to attend. I'll be shooting you all out invites and emails so you guys can come and have fun with me. But outside of real estate, I try to enjoy life. I do meditate though and ground myself. I do journal as well because you have to have those quiet moments as well. It's super important. You're
Yeah.
zooming and zamming all around. And then when you have your downtime, you have to go and, have fun with your family or your friends as well. So just make sure to like cherish a few moments with yourself, when you can, or take a day off just to sit by the ocean or whatever it is that you like to do. Take one day off, a month or every other week if you can,
One
just
day
to
off a month. What are you
just to
doing
sit
over
to
there, Stacey?
yourself. I'm working. I'm doing so much. I have so much going on. You guys would just really think that I'm crazy with everything that I've taken on this year. It'll be coming to you guys. But if you want to succeed, I think just getting involved with everything. And you'll see most successful real estate agents, they're involved in everything. And it's like, do they sleep? But honestly, for us, it's fun. It's a
Yeah.
lot of fun. So I'm having fun. I am.
When it's fun, it's hard to, say you're losing energy. I mean, it in fact probably gives you more energy.
It does. It really does. It's adrenaline. It's just a thing that you have to go out there and you have to do. Otherwise, you won't succeed. And at the end of the day, even though that's not the forefront of what we're doing, we're helping people, we're being resourceful. Obviously, we need to succeed, right? We're not doing this just for fun. So yeah, you have to stay
Good.
focused on the prize.
Love that, Stacey. And Stacey, if you want to just kind of give a shout out to or gonna give a plug for your Instagram handle or social media, what's your Instagram handle?
Absolutely. Please follow me. I am Stacey, Stacey dot the list agent on Instagram. I'm on there often. I'm on TikTok now. That's where most of my personal videos are going up. Stacey Robinson, I believe, and then also Stacey Robinson with the EY on Facebook as well. Feel free to follow me. I will follow you back, I promise. And let's support each other. Let's connect. If I don't know you, let's grow. There's so many of you that I'd love to meet that I haven't been able to tap into yet. I just got with the Palos Verdes office just a couple of months ago, right before the new
Yeah.
year. And I'm falling into my role. I love where I'm at. I love what I'm doing. And I'd love to meet each and every one of you, honestly. Like that's the person I am. So I'm an open door. I'm an open book. You can shadow me or, I do anything that I can to help you. That's the type of person. Open door.
Love that. Coming from a place of contribution, Stacey's been a great part of our office since she joined. She's serving in our ALC as well, for this 2026 and doing a lot out there. She's taking care of a lot of business and making an impact. So, Stacey, I really appreciate you. Thank you for the time early in the morning to hop on here with me. And yeah, we're getting some. Yeah, Susie says she loves you.
Oh, thank you, Susie. I love you too. I love all of you. Like, I literally can't wait to meet you all. I'm not going to family reunion this year. I'm not sure if you guys are, but if you are, send me some notes. Let me know what you learned. Like, I want to feel like I was a part of it as well. And hopefully, I'll be able to meet you all at the next grand event also. So, thank you
Oh, for
guys.
sure. We're gonna have some. Yeah, we're gonna share everything from family reunion. So thank you so much, Stacy. Thank you everybody for joining us this Friday. Have a great rest of your week, a great weekend as well, and reach out to Stacy about the Women's Council of Realtors if you guys want to find out more about it. All right, take care, everybody.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day. Be successful.
Thank you. Bye bye. Bye everyone.
Thank you, Richard. Wow, wow, wow. That's all I have to say. She's amazing. Oh my God. Adrenaline is right.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for joining, Susie.
Thank you, Stacey. You're amazing. Very motivational.
Thank you so much. Reach out, guys. Reach out. Have a beautiful day as well.
All right, bye guys.
Okay, bye.